Los Angeles, a city where dreams take flight or come crashing down in flames. Beneath its shimmering facade of Hollywood lights and red carpets lies a metropolis built on reinvention, a place where opportunity and risk are as intertwined as the palm trees and sunsets that frame its skyline. For a time, flipping houses in LA wasn't just a business, it was a cultural phenomenon, a gold rush for those daring enough to stake their claim. But how good was it really? To find out, we need to unravel a story of soaring ambitions, crushing defeats, and the relentless drive of one of the most cutthroat real estate markets in the world. It began in a time of unrestrained optimism. The city buzzed with possibilities and the real estate market was on fire. Banks eagerly handed out loans while buyers lined up to ride the wave of skyrocketing property values. For those with a sharp eye and a willingness to take risks, flipping houses became the modern-day treasure hunt. They scoured neighborhoods for hidden gems, neglected homes whose peeling paint, sagging roofs, and overgrown lawns masked untapped potential. These weren't just houses, they were blank canvases waiting to be transformed into works of art. The formula was deceptively simple: buy low, renovate quickly, and sell high. The rewards, nothing short of extraordinary. Entire neighborhoods that had once been overlooked, places like Highland Park and Echo Park, suddenly became hotbeds of activity. Streets that had been quiet and unassuming erupted with the sounds of hammers and saws as flippers worked tirelessly to transform eyesores into dream homes. With every sale, profits rolled in, sometimes 30%, 50%, or even higher. Each success fueled the next project, creating a cycle of risk and reward that was as exhilarating as it was dangerous. Flipping wasn't just a business, it became a spectacle. Television shows captured the drama and allure, turning flippers into household names. Audiences were captivated by the before and after transformations, the nail-biting deadlines, and the eye-popping profits. But behind the glamorous portrayal lay a much harsher reality. The Los Angeles real estate market was ferocious, and competition was ruthless. Flippers faced not only each other but also wealthy developers and international investors eager to park their money in the city's booming market. One of the fiercest battlegrounds was Venice Beach. Known for its bohemian vibe and quirky charm, Venice was a magnet for flippers. They descended on its narrow streets, snapping up bungalows and beach shacks to replace them with sleek, modern mansions. Property values soared, and Venice's laid-back character began to fade, replaced by a more polished and exclusive aesthetic. While some celebrated the changes, others lamented the loss of what made Venice special. But for flippers, there was little time for sentimentality. Every project carried immense risks. A single missed deadline, an unforeseen repair, or a dip in market demand could spell disaster. And for every story of a successful flip, there was another of heartbreak, of flippers who poured everything into a property only to see their profits vanish under mounting costs. Then the unthinkable happened. The market that had seemed unstoppable suddenly ground to a halt. Panic set in as property values plummeted, leaving many flippers holding the bag. Homes that once sparked bidding wars sat empty, their prices slashed. Flippers who had overextended themselves found their fortunes evaporating overnight. Across the city, half-renovated houses stood as eerie reminders of dreams that had been abandoned. For some, the collapse was catastrophic. Marcus, a seasoned flipper who had built a small empire in Beverly Hills, lost everything. He had poured millions into high-end projects, betting on the market's unending climb. But when buyers disappeared, his carefully crafted empire crumbled. Disillusioned and bankrupt, Marcus disappeared from the scene, his unfinished mansions standing as cautionary tales for others. Yet, even in the depths of despair, there were those who saw opportunity. As fear gripped the market, a few savvy investors moved in. buying properties at a fraction of their former value. They understood something fundamental about Los Angeles: its resilience. They bet that the city's allure would endure and that its real estate market would rise again. They weren't wrong. Slowly, Los Angeles began to recover. The city's creative industries thrived, tourism surged, and a tech boom brought new wealth to the region. With it, the real estate market regained its footing. But the game of flipping had changed. Buyers were more discerning, competition was fiercer, and profit margins were tighter. Flippers had to adapt, turning their focus from quick fixes to high-end craftsmanship. It wasn't enough to renovate a house, it had to be a masterpiece. Kitchens became showcases of modern design, with quartz countertops, custom cabinetry, and state-of-the-art appliances. Bathrooms were transformed into spa-like retreats, complete with freestanding tubs, marble finishes, and rain showers. Every detail, from the lighting to the landscaping, had to exude sophistication. Neighborhoods that had once been overlooked, like Limerick Park and Atwater Village, became the new frontier. As flippers moved in, debates erupted over gentrification. Long-time residents feared being priced out, while others argued that the investment brought much-needed revitalization. Flipping in Los Angeles had become more than just a business. It was reshaping the city itself. The world of flipping attracted a colorful cast of characters. There were the visionaries like Elena, a designer-turned-flipper whose projects were the stuff of legend. Elena had an uncanny ability to see beauty in the most dilapidated properties, and her homes rarely stayed on the market for more than a week. Buyers would line up for the chance to own one of her creations, which blended modern luxury with timeless elegance. Then there were the dreamers like Chris and Amanda, a young couple who saw flipping as their ticket to a better life. Their journey began with a modest fixer-upper in a quiet neighborhood. It was far from glamorous: long nights, countless trips to hardware stores, and more than a few setbacks. But when they sold the house for a profit, they were hooked. Each new project brought bigger risks and bigger rewards, and their story became one of perseverance and ambition. But not everyone thrived. For every Elena or Chris and Amanda, there were flippers who underestimated the costs of renovation, trusted the wrong contractors, or mistimed the market. In Los Angeles, the line between success and failure was razor-thin, and even the most experienced players could find themselves on the wrong side of it. For those who succeeded, the rewards were staggering. A well-executed flip in the right neighborhood could yield profits that seemed almost unreal. High-end projects in areas like Malibu or Beverly Hills sometimes brought in millions. But beyond the financial gains, there was a deeper satisfaction. The knowledge that they had taken something neglected and given it new life, creating homes that would become part of someone else's story. Today, flipping houses in Los Angeles is a more calculated, sophisticated endeavor. The wild highs and devastating lows of the past have left their mark, shaping a market that demands respect. Flippers are more cautious, focusing on quality over quantity. Buyers are more discerning, demanding value and innovation in every square foot. The rise, fall, and rebirth of flipping in Los Angeles is a testament to the city's indomitable spirit. It's a market that rewards creativity, ambition, and vision, but punishes arrogance and overreach. So, how good was flipping houses in Los Angeles? For some, it was a golden ticket, a chance to rewrite their futures. For others, it was a harsh lesson in the realities of risk and reward. But in this city of reinvention, where ambition knows no bounds, flipping houses has become more than a business. It's a reflection of Los Angeles itself, relentless, daring, and always reaching for something greater.